We're live. Hi, everybody. It's Dara. It's been so very long, and I'm about to start a brand new adventure. It's been quite a year, and I'm about to start something new, and I want to take you guys with me on the road in my new camper van, which I'm getting tomorrow. But I don't want to start that adventure without bringing you up to date as best I can, quickly, concisely, and tell you what's been going on. So about a year and a half ago, I found myself in Sedona. I transplanted myself here from Venice Beach. I am very happy. I am cozy. The house is quiet. I unplugged Wi-Fi. There's very little, if any, EMFs. I am completely at peace. It's a different energy living on a crossing for astrogeography. For those of you who don't know, it's the astrology of place, and I have a course on it if you need to learn what's going on where you live. But get this, I went from Jupiter rising, which I have a little bit here, I still have Jupiter rising, to a Chiron midheaven crossing sun descending. So that's a completely different energy. It made me quiet. Hi, Lisa Marie. I am so happy and at peace, almost like too at peace in Sedona. Like, it's so peaceful. There's deer and javelinas. They're like wild piggy looking things. There's birds and quiet and no EMFs, and it's Chiron midheaven, which makes me the healer to many. It makes me question my career. It took about a year to get settled, and I also have sun descending. So I have the most amazing friends and people, and it's just a beautiful, quiet life. And then this summer, I don't know if any of you are following me on Instagram, but Herbie passed. And I got to be there with him, which was his wish. I got to put him in a bubble of love and send him on. My brother did, his children, Jada. It was an incredible experience. I was ready to move down to Florida to be with him because he fell and he wasn't well, and he wanted to live with me. I was going to bring him back to Sedona, but just before his 95th birthday, he transitioned, and it's a beautiful experience, which I have Herbie's. He said goodbye to you all. Like, he literally made like a goodbye video, which I'm going to post. And then there's another video, which is so moving and heartfelt and beautiful. So we're going to post that within the next couple of weeks. And I'm happy to see you guys. So I am happy to say that he wanted to be, I'm glad I'm back on YouTube. It hit me hard. I was like, this new adventure's happening. I'm going to be in a camper van at times, going fun places. I want to, let me finish up the Herbie thing. So basically, Herbie wanted to be cremated. He didn't want to be buried, and he wanted to be sprinkled. And he kept saying bumblebees and butterflies. So whenever we see bumblebees and butterflies, we know Herbie's there saying the best is yet to come, and that he's Herbie the love bug. And we did an amazing hike in Sedona and sprinkled his ashes, and I have video of that too, up the Cathedral Rock, one of the most magnificent places in Sedona, and he got thrown to the wind in all directions, and that's what he wanted. So he's with me every day. I feel him. He encouraged me energetically to get the camper van. And that is what, I mean, he told me a couple years ago, Dara, just get a home equity loan, a line of credit on your house, go traveling, live life, go be out there. And so I feel like this was part of his prompting. So I am going to be picking up the camper van, RV, tomorrow. It's 20 feet long. I've never ever done something like this, but I've been wanting to for 15 years. And I remember thinking, like, if not now, when? Yeah, Herbie is just like, there's a playlist of Herbie. Yeah, bumblebees and butterflies and bumblebees and butterflies. And I'll share some of the footage of him, I promise. It's so heart moving. What about DTM? No, I didn't hear. I've been wondering how he is. I haven't seen him. I saw him a number of months ago. We hung out. Anyway, let me know. or I'll text him. Hopefully he's okay. So a lot of people are having a lot of stuff going on, and what I've been doing is the work of helping people to figure out where to be, what to do, where to be astrogeography. What to do is encoded in your North Node, and you can go look at my website and see the work that I've put out. I've been teaching, I've been doing my midheaven, which is Gemini midheaven. I'm here to share my words. I'm here to introduce things. I'm here to teach things in a simple fashion. So I have the North Node course. It's part 1 and part 2. It's the North Node sign. That's your who and what you're supposed to be. That's your dharma. That's what you need to do more of and be more of to balance out all the karma from past lifetimes. In the first 30 years, you drag that baggage into this lifetime. And so knowing your North Node is literally like knowing your soul's wish for yourself and for other people. So then we want to also know, and I show you how to look it up for free, your house placement of your North Node, because that tells in what area of life you're supposed to be your fabulous North Node self. So for example, I'm a Taurus North Node. I need to work. I need to go slow. I need to make money for myself. I need to, be surrounded by nice things. I need to not do my South Node Scorpio. And then it's in the 9th house of Sagittarius, which means that's the arena. So when I do slow, beautiful travel to different places and learn different new things, then I'm doing my dharma, and it's like a combo, the sign and the house. So look that up. And then I have videos on each. And then the midheaven is my trifecta, and we are launching the midheaven course in like a week. And that tells who you are on the world stage, how you need to project yourself in social media or on your website, and it aligns you with how you'll be remembered and the legacy you're here to leave behind, and also what you need to get out of your own career. So I have Gemini. Makes sense. It's Wednesday. It's Mercury Day. Gemini is ruled by the planet Mercury, and you got to talk. You got to get messages, receive messages, give messages. It's like learning and disseminating. That's my jam. And Wednesday, Mercury Day, is a perfect day. So Sedona, Herbie, I'm so happy, Amy Love, to catch you live too. We're going to be having a lot of lives because I am starting to do the travels with Dara, and they will include me doing art in the van. Hi, Michael. Oh my God, thank you. That's like, getting younger looking is like, that's great, because sometimes you don't. Sometimes you have rough moments or years. We all do. But I feel like I've just made a really big decision. Tim, it's nice to see you too. Thank you. I made a big decision to make a big move. I mean, I moved to Sedona. Like, that was never expected. It was never planned. I never considered it. And it just happened. I've been listening to my intuition. Always I do when I make food and I do life. But like, I'm literally operating via intuition, spirit, and my North Node. So I was like, it didn't seem practical. I was like, who does this? We don't know, blah, 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 all these things. And then I was like, wait, I'm turning 56 in this month. And I was like, if not now, when? And I was like, and I got guided. There was like definitely messages of the same sentiment. So I went for it, and that's what I'm going to be doing. And I thought, how perfect, because remember when I talked about doing a Feng Shui class? That's my next one. And I really want to teach through the past 3 courses, my trifecta, the North Node house, sign, and midheaven, help people figure out what to do. And I taught them, like I would do like a 15-minute video speaking, but I really want to teach Feng Shui by going into people's homes and telling them what to do, what not to do, what to have, what not to have, or where they may be stumping themselves and grow in areas of growth they think they want to grow in. And I say think we want to grow in because Feng Shui, above all, prompts us to consider, what do we really want now? Not 10 years ago, not 20 years ago, not old dreams that need to go bye-bye, but like, what do we want now? How do we want to live now? And part of the contemplation is getting clear. And when you're clear, the universe can hear you on the subject matter. So I want to get this. Go, like, I'll receive letters from you guys or messages saying why you think I should come to your house, what you need, and what's going on. And then if it's within some vicinity of driving my camper van, I can show up with my friend Ben and film it and say, okay, you're doing this, this, and this. You want love, but you've got this. You want money, but this is happening. Here are some modest changes you can make. And then I go, like, I just want to teach through example of what things maybe are impeding, and you don't even know what is impeding your growth. So that is something that I wish to do, and do obviously raw food, some cooked veggie food on the road, and lots of tonics. And I am selling Purium because I love it so much, and that makes sense to have in a camper van, to have powders that contain all of the ingredients you would want. So it's so nice to see you too, lovies. It's been a long time, Sarah Jane, and Tim Smith. No way I'm live. I'm live. And I was like, I got the message to do this adventure on YouTube. So tomorrow I go pick it up. I'm turning in my truck car because I don't need a truck car in this van. And then I'm going to learn how to use it. And then I'm going to bring it back to my house and park it in the driveway and outfit it with all the cushy stuff, because I really like my own environment. I really have been wanting, I need to travel for my North Node, my 9th house Sag. And if I don't like staying in hotels because windows don't open, or I don't like staying in hotels because they use chemicals, or because they say there's no pets but I'm allergic and a lot of people sneak their pets in, all kinds of things. Or just like the commitment of having to stay 4 nights if you book 4 nights, but all of a sudden you want to stay 6 and you didn't book it, or you want to leave early because you all of a sudden get a hit to go somewhere else. So I am going to be free, which is, it's like I'm going to be drawing doobies, and I'm going to be so much to share. So that's what's going on. Does anybody have any questions for me about the North Nodes, about midheaven? If you haven't, check out my website. It explains what I've been up to, and it's helped everyone that's ever partaken in it. No one's complained. No one's ever said that doesn't sound like me. The South Node describes the behavior you need to stop doing. There's gifts. So the South Node's really cool. The South Node is it describes what you've done lifetime after lifetime. You become bottom heavy in that sign. So there's high sides. My South Node is Scorpio. There's great things to Scorpio. I get to take those gifts with me because I've practiced them so many times. Like, I am a seer. Some would say an oracle, or a seer, or a psychic, or definitely an intuitive. And that's the gift of my South Node, being able to detect things. However, knowing that I need to be, I mean, when I first heard this, I was like, why didn't anyone hit me over the head with a saucepan about this information? Because it's radical. And then the house placement, it wouldn't be enough for me to know that I'm North Node Taurus, because then I'd be home doing nice things. But no, I've got to get out like 60 miles and more away from home. So it's really essential to know. And I'm excited for you guys to go check it out. If nothing else, just to see what I've been up to. I mean, my daughter's like, Mom, why don't you tell people that you were in the New York Times? The New York Times sent a photographer to photograph me in Sedona. I think that's the head picture on my website, to talk about career. They actually need to know that I put out I'm putting out a course that's really directly related to career. So, hi, Peddlin' Raw. Have I looked into astral travel or remote viewing? I'm more in touch than ever. Our souls, electrical beings, this realm is just a stop off, or do we come back? We can get insight. I don't know. I asked Herbie to show me a sign. I go, how are you going to show me if you're on the other side? And he looked up at the ceiling, and he was in the hospital at the time. I said, so what's your sign? Because he and I had talked about that. And all of a sudden, he's just sitting there and he looks up at the ceiling. And I don't think he knew, but on this, you know, those acoustic tiles in hospitals with the metal bars, and then the tiles are like soft to absorb sound. Someone, it looked like a child, had taken one and painted it like a royal blue, and on it, There was a rainbow and a butterfly. And I was like, butterfly? And he said, yeah, that's his sign. So how do you find your midheaven? In a week, there's going to be a video up that shows you how to look up your natal chart and how to look up your midheaven. Basically, the MC is at the midheaven is the MC. It's at the top of the chart. And it will also show, if you look on astro.com, it will also show on the bottom left in that chart, it'll say MC, and then it'll tell you. And then the MC and the IC, just like the North Node is an axis, North Node's up here, you're reaching and stretching to your North Node. It's uncomfortable, it's not easy, but it's gonna make you happy, sparkly. And when you're happy and sparkly, people wanna be near you. And when people wanna be near you, they offer you opportunities and you make money. Like, it's just, the North Node's the jam, the South Node's like the, but, and you'll love how I describe it in the video that I made for you. I like to say, if you're a practitioner of any kind, or you're helping people, or you have a family, or lots of friends, it's really helpful to know everyone's North Node sign and their house placement. So there is a bundle, you can get all of them, because you will know if somebody's being south. And if they're being south, that's what I call like being in your comfort zone, but you're not reaching and stretching and growing, and you are not going to be happy if you stay there, basically. It describes the less than lovely behavior that we need to stop doing. The stuff that gets us into trouble and makes us feel yucky. So, remote viewing, yes, I've done it a couple times many years ago. I think it's super cool. What was the other question? So how do you find out your midheaven? So it's an axis. So the midheaven is who you are on the world stage. The Imamcheli is who you are at home, in the privacy of your own home, and what you had a lot of growing up, and they're opposite. So yeah, I explained it all. It'll be coming out in like a week, so you can get it. Yeah, it's really cool. Thank you. I'm proud that I did it. I wanted to do it 2 years ago, and it just wasn't time, and I wasn't motivated, and all of a sudden it was like, boom, it's time. People need this, because so many people are finding it absolutely untenable to do what they have been doing that no longer serves them, right? You don't want to hire somebody who doesn't like what they're doing. You don't want to work with somebody. Perfect example, like I had a plumber who was like miserable last year, supposedly fix the sink, and he was awful to be around. I would never call him back, and the sink never got fixed. If you go to a hairstylist or somebody who does whatever, you want to go to somebody who enjoys what they're doing. It makes all the difference in the world. So that's how we know how to align ourselves with our own soul's career choice. Or even like, if it's not career, it could be hobby, or it could be what you want to be known for. In Feng Shui, it would be considered to be like how you want to be seen by the world, fame and reputation. Thank you for loving my work, Vonsky. That makes me really happy, because I have worked hard. I will say, this Capricorn has been proper. She has been working. I've done so many sessions with people. I've done courses, but I'm not done, because Feng Shui is coming next. It's coming around the corner. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up before I start this new adventure, which I'm going to start with you tomorrow, because I pick up this van. It was like at the dealer, and they're going to spend 2 to 3 hours teaching me how to use it. The battery, the sewer thing, I don't even know, all of it, driving it. So new adventure awaits. We're going together, and I'm so happy to be back. I missed it. This is like retro. This is like going back home. Like, Instagram's been nice, but this is like home. This is where I can share and communicate back and forth, and I'm really glad to be here. Hi, Island. Hi. Thank you, Blinks. Excited to see you on my thread. I've been around since the raw days, so you are what I call an OG. You just found out your North Node in Virgo. Yeah, go see about my video that I made North Node Virgo. That's a cool one. You've been around and about in past lifetimes. You've come in with a lot of spirituality. It's a camper van. I mean, I call it an RV, but it's 20 feet long. It's got 2 twin beds in it. It's got a little bathroom and a shower, and I can make tonics, and very minimal little kitchen situation. But I like the idea of being able to be in my own energy and my own environment with my own things and everything I need, like tonic stuff. So you could go somewhere for the day and like be by a lake, swim in the lake, take a rest, make lunch, spend the day and drive home. You can go out and spend a few days. Like, I don't even know. I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to see. Hopefully I'm not afraid to drive it. All right, you guys. So definitely, oh, Lisa Marie, I know you're an OG. So we're going to be here together. I'm back. I'm so happy to be back. People have been asking and I'm so glad you guys are here. Like, yay, we get to do this. So I'll see you tomorrow because I'm going to show you the van. All right. So get your greens on as always, and we'll be getting our wheels on. See you soon.